this process of sending next letter to secure data is coding, and again writing previous letter, getting the original data is called decoding. Coding and decoding is mainly for your security purpose. They don't ask any question why this topic and all. They don't ask questions like that in any exam. This is for your information, why to learn, right? Now, below that we given one table here. So how many alphabets we have? 26 alphabets. So A to Z, okay, A value 1. First model is what? Number coding, right? In that coding and decoding topic, what is the first model we given? Number coding means instead of letter, you are going to assign a number. What numbers? So this is the numbers, my dear. We have 26 alphabets. A value 1, B value 2, C value 3, so on up to Z value 26 we are going to assign. Okay, this is number coding. What is the second model? Letter coding means letter you are writing in letters only. What we mentioned here, that is writing as UIPAU is letter coding only. Letters I am writing in terms of letter only is called letter coding. Letter writing in terms of number is number coding. Very, very important for all placements or government sector jobs also. Number coding and letter coding. Out of all these models, number coding and letter coding is very important, right? And my dear friends, you should know value of each letter by default, not by referring the table. When you are solving the questions, don't turn the page, see this table, L value 12, not like that. You have to know value already in your mind. You should freeze it. Sir, when I ask K value, you have to say 11. When I ask P value, you have to say 20. When I ask G value, you have to say 7. When I mention some letter, you have to give the value of that. If you know already with that value in your mind, you can solve the question easily and you can find the logic easily. Logic important. There are a lot of logics, like we discussed previous question, +1 logic. Next letter. It may be +3 logic also. How can you know is if you know the value of each letter, then it's easy to crack. Sir, by having 26 alphabets is a bit difficult. So I'll give some tricks today's session, focusing on how to remember these values. Certain tricks only to remember the value. I'm just trying to help you out. Okay, if you know the value instead of this table, you can solve the question in the fast mode. We have to put a target, one question, hardly 1 minute only. Let's say Accenture company, 90 questions, 90 minutes is the recruitment pattern. Means hardly one question, 1 minute only you will get time. So you need to solve the question within a minute. If you want to solve that, you have to know the value of each letter already. Sir, how to remember that? 26 alphabets be difficult for us. What is the height symbol? Sorry, height in terms of letters is this, right? I can write in short H value 8. Height, short note. H value 8. We can see in the table what is the H value? 8, right? So there is one IPL team called Kings 11 Punjab. Previously in IPL, now they call it like Punjab Kings. You can remember K value 11. You can see for K what letter is given? 11. Somehow we are giving some tricks so that you people can remember the value of each letter. When I represent some letter, you have to say the number for that. Okay. Similarly, when is Children's Day? November 14. You can remember N value 14. N value 14. November 14. Okay, there is one more specialty for November 14 for ACE family is November 14, 1995, ACE Engineering Academy started. 1995, November 14. ACE Academy started November 14, 1995. So we can, as a ACE family, we can remember N value 14 like that also. Right. And okay, we know 2020 matches are going on. So 2020, you can remember T value 20. T20 we call in short. 2020 matches T20. 20 overs match like that. T20, right? So now, please copy all these things. Okay, no need to wait until I say note down the notes. You have to maintain the running notes parallelly. Height H value 8, November 14, N value 14, Kings 11 Punjab, K value 11. In that first page, below the table, you copy all this. We have 26 alphabets. You should know each letter value. I'm just trying to help you out how to remember the values with certain things. Sir, I have some other thought to remember. It's your wish, dear. I don't have any objection. But my point is when I say some letter G, you have to say the number 7. When I say the number letter U, you have to say 21. So that if you are ready with that, fine. Any way you go ahead, no issues. What are the way you people remember? No problem for me. Done? Okay. Next one. See, in 2020 matches, at least 1-6, whether it is women 2020 or men 2020, at least 1-6 is there. Fix 6, F value 6, you can remember. Fix 6, F value 6. You can remember likewise. Right? Okay. While writing G, you can sense there is a number 7 in that. While writing G itself, you can sense there is a number 7. You can remember G7 like that, 0.1. Or else, boys can remember G7 using delayed 7. Right? So you can remember in that fashion, delayed 7. Right? Or all of you people are youth. Let me, you also consider me as a youth only. So there is a youth film, I think last week only re-released 7G Brundanka. You can remember G value 7. Last week, I think so, if I'm not wrong, the film re-release happened. 7G Brundanka, you can remember G value 7. Somehow, okay, you need to know when letter is mentioned, what is the number for that. Right? Okay. G value 7. Good. Then, what is the age required for voting? Right to vote? 18. You can remember R value 18. Right to vote, R value 18. Right to vote age is 18 years. You can remember R value 18. Right. So how many alphabets we have totally? Generally, middle one means we'll divide by 2, right? 26 divided by 2 is? M is middle. You can remember M value 13 likewise. M is in the middle. You can remember like that fashion. Right. So M value fine. Okay. And what are the 5 multiples from 1 to 26? 1 to 26, what are the 5 multiples available? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. These are 5 multiples, right? Okay. And we have 2 newspapers which is available in Telugu states is Eenadu, Andhra Jyoti. Do you know those names, right? Okay. Now, using Eenadu E in Andhra Jyoti Jyoti, E Jyoti is what this combination. Don't ask who is Jyoti. What she given to me, don't ask that. Okay. So E Jyoti, okay, so that's combination is that all you just see the table. All 5 multiples you check it out, that's E Jyoti only. You know T value 20 already. 20, 20. That 5 multiples if we gather, it will give E Jyoti word. So then we can easily recall whenever that okay J comes, okay, E Jyoti, J value 10. T20 we know in how. Y25 not required in fact. That's easily we can recall. A, B, C values. Okay, Y and Z value easy. Z is last letter 26. Y is 25. A, B, C, D. That's not a big deal. Remembering A, B, C, D is waste. Easily it will come to your mind, flashing that in your mind. A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4. Y and Z is not big deal. Y and Z is not a big deal. I think this will help you. O value 15, J value 10, E value 5. Like that. This is 5 multiples gathering. Okay. And fine. If you rotate M letter, can you see 3 in that? Rotating M letter 3. If you rotate W, can you see the number 3 in that? If you rotate M, can you see the number 3? If you rotate W, can you see the number 3? Right? Ending with 3, how many numbers are there from 1 to 26? 1 to 26 ending with 3. 3, 13, 23. 3 we know C. A1, B2, C3. M already we given one logic as 13. Middle. Other logic is M rotating 3 required. W at the end 23 is justified. W rotating 3 come and W is at the end 23 is justified for that. So we are just trying to put something in your mind so that when that letter comes, your mind will trigger and ask you people to get that value. That value, if you know, then sir, why all these things? Maybe today it will not be sufficient to handle those number coding. In next class, you will see the advantage of this remembering the codes. You can find that advantage in the next session. May not be today, but in tomorrow's session. Right. Done. Okay. Next. For X, how many lines are required to write the X letter? Lines. For V, 2 lines. And this is actually northeast direction. This is southeast direction, southwest and northwest. How many directions it is showing? With how many lines? That's why X value 24. 2 lines, 4 corners or 4 directions. So this is centered here. This is not direction, center, middle point. So 2 lines, 4 directions. So X value 24. V, this is also center, but how many lines for V? 2 lines. It is showing 2 directions. You can remember V value as 22. With certain logic, sir, I have some other logic. Sir, normally this V means 2 numbers. Sir. You remember that's also up to you. I'm not confining. You need to remember only in this style. No. If you have other logic, fine, well and good. You remember in that style. No problem, no hesitation. V value 22, X value 24. Right. And hope you copied all these things. Maintain the running notes. Don't wait. Okay, it's not like regular classes where we'll stop, note down the points. We have less time to discuss more questions. And don't expect in corporate also, when they given the training, when you enter into any company, first 3 to 4 months we have the training. In the training also, they don't stop after one slide, note down these points, nothing like that. They'll teach you, you understand, whatever you understand, you have to copy it and note down. That's how the style of corporate also. Don't expect that. When they display, this faculty will go and sit, note down, then faculty come and explain. Nothing like that. Don't expect that style of teachings. Okay. Next, for L letter, how many lines? Whether we got one right angle here, is it 90 degrees L letter? So I got one right angle with how many lines? 2 lines. So L value 12. Or maybe in your orientation session, many people instructed don't enter into this nonsense. Right? So 420 in mathematical way is what? 420 means like thief, we call in a mathematical way. So mathematical way of doing this thing is 143. What is 1 into 4 into 3? Don't say what is the explanation for 143, not required. Okay, so that's how we use that nonsense also for our sensible things. L value 12. Product of that is 12. You can remember likewise. Okay. So somehow you need to remember the value of each letter. We are giving you different ways of remembering the things. L value 12. Right. So max to max, we covered the things. Okay, few more. S and P. For Telugu people, there is the advantage P, 16 right? So, మన వాళ్ళు అప్పుడప్పుడు సాంగ్ వేస్తారు 16 వయసు ఓకే సో నాకు కాదు మన 36 దగ్గర వచ్చింది సో ఫైన్ సో P16 you can remember and there is one story behind this actually. There is one film named as 16 in Telugu, Sridevi, okay, Mohan Babu, Chandra Mohan, Raghavendra Rao direction. Okay, and the fact is during that film 16 Sridevi age is 19. That's why S value 19. And she acted in the film called 16, P value 16. Some story. And that's truth as well. Okay, so Sridevi at the age of 19, she acted in the film called 16. You can remember P16. Right? No, sir, this is nonsense. I am non-Telugu guy. Okay. O15, you know. P is next letter 16, you recall. What's wrong? You know T value 20, S is before letter 19. H value 8, I know I is next letter 9. T value 20, U is next letter 21. You have neighbor things, use it. Don't try to buy it for every letter. If you have some neighbor things, use it, go for that. Sir, I don't know what is Q. Okay, sir, you know R is 18, right to vote, R value 18. Q is before letter, 17 obviously. Use some source nearby things, get that value. Right? Don't try to buy it all 26. While practicing, you will get that add-ons again. Now you freeze maximum things, I hope is done. Right? So H value is what? K value, M value, R value, 18. X value, L value, 12. Right? So U value 21. We not discussed, but Okay, T is 20, U is 21, right? So fine. This is called forward coding only so far. Sir, what is this forward coding? Yeah, so far we discussed only forward code as like A1, B2, C3, so on up to Z value 26. See, in questions, they may do other logic called reverse code. What is this reverse code, sir? Assigning value from back to front. A is 26, B is 25, C is 24, so on up to Z value 1. Sir, again you are assigning a big task for us. Wait, okay, remembering the forward code itself is a difficult task. Again, giving this reverse code, not justified, sir. Don't worry, don't need to have the reverse code. If you know forward code, I'll give one trick now. You can get reverse code easily. Okay. See, observe A value. What is the forward code value for A? Reverse code. A forward code is C forward code 3, reverse code. Z forward code, reverse code. Observe all those three. What I circle, other one B also you observe. Forward code plus reverse code summation is 27. Is it? 3 plus 24? 2 plus 25? So, if you know forward code, 27. For FC means what is the meaning of FC? Forward code. RC, reverse. So why you are writing in short? In exam also you need to do in that fashion only. In fact, our way of competitive exam is think without ink. If you use more ink in the sense more paper, it will take more time to solve. If you have 5 steps, 2 steps on paper, 3 steps in your mind. Not all 5 steps in your mind, you may end with wrong answer also. 1 or 2 steps only you have to write it on paper. 2, 3 steps you should do it in your mind. Okay, then only you can save the time, dear. Sir, I'll write entire thing. This is not your semester or university exam. Where, okay, if you write more, you will get more marks, not that fashion. Okay. So forward code plus reverse code, summation must be equal to 27. Now, can anyone say what is G reverse code? G forward code how much? 7. Reverse code will be obviously 20. M reverse code? M reverse code 14. M forward code 13. Reverse code 14. Because some 27 that should be in your mind. Okay, got it? Right. I'll discuss at the end regarding programming also. They asked in one of the company to write a program for certain things what we discussed so far. What is that program also will address. Okay, at the end of the session, I'll give you the task as well. So far you came to know forward code and reverse code. There is one more parameter called opposite page. There is one more parameter called opposite page. So what is this opposite pairs? Pair means only 2 letters. So sum of those 2 letters must be equal to 27. Sum of 2 letters must be equal to 27. That is what we call it like opposite pairs. The 2 letters value summation, you have to get 27. Why all this? That you can see in the next session when we discuss the questions. That advantage. See what you people learn so far, forward code, reverse code, not only for this topic, coding and decoding. There are other topics called analogy, odd one out topic, letter series. There also again this will be going to be used. Not only for one topic, there are many other topics. So kindly focus on what is the discussion. Okay, you may feel something what we're discussing bit like silly, but that is definitely going to save 10 to 20 seconds time. Out of 1 minute, saving 10 to 26 is very important for us. Okay. Sir, I am not able to remember. I'll give alternate for that also. Don't worry. Sir, I'm not able to remember this opposite page, forward code, reverse code. It's a hectic task for me. Don't worry. I'll give the alternate. Fine. So, sir, what is this opposite page? AZ is opposite page, ZA is opposite page. A value how much? Z value? Sum of that? That's what I told you. Sum of 2 letters value 27 means it is nothing but opposite page. AZ, ZA, CX and XC. Okay, we have all those pairs I'll give, and I'll give some trick to remember that pair also. Because in question, they give an opposite pair or not, while seeing itself, we have to get the idea. Okay, the question may be n number of logics. How can I remember all these things also, wait, I'll let you know. DWWD is one more pair. EVVE is one pair. FUUF is one pair. Right. Sir, how to remember AZ? Ajaruddin, Ajar. ZA, Jahir Khan, Jahir. CX, those who like films, Climax. Those who like bikes and all, Crux. You can remember like that. So everybody like to buy something. So BY, buy. DW, David Warner. Okay. WD, in cricket we call it like wide. EV, the trending thing right now, electric vehicles. EV, electric vehicles. FU, fun. Somehow, sir, I have other logic. Okay, your wish, dear. No problem in that. Fun. Okay, electric vehicles. I said before also, you should not enter during this, okay, engineering to one point. Okay, that if you break from that, you'll get two pays actually. What you should not enter is this one, right? If you break out from that, V is actually one pair, LO is one pair actually. So here, V is one pair. LO also will come in other pair actually. If you break up from that, so don't enter into this. If you already enter, come out of that until next 4 years at least. So V is one pair, LO one pair. Okay. It's not meaning that this person go and join with other person, not like that. Page Ajar, ZA, Jahir, okay, PY by CX Climax or Crux. FU Fun, EV electric vehicle or VE we given. EV, EVA hospital or EVA spray is there. Okay. DW, David Warner, WD White. Somehow, if you have other logic also, it's your wish, dear. You remember with certain point. Okay. Hope you copy that. Next page, after that, still not done. So clearly mentioned we have lack of time, only 3 more minutes. Fine, good. So if you're not done, again I'll display, you can copy it later. Okay. After F, we have GTTG. Okay, so HSSH, IRRI, JQQJ, KPPK, LO. This is what we already mentioned. We'll get that page. So how to remember GT, sir? If you are fans of IPL, Gujarat Titans, you have other things. Okay, you can remember in different state. Gujarat Titans, HS, Hyderabad, Secunderabad, Twin Cities, R, Harbhajan Singh in cricket, SH, Sunrisers Hyderabad, IPL team, Harbhajan Singh, IR, Infrared Race or Indian Railways. I'm just giving you some inputs to remember. If you have alternate word, easy to remember, it's okay, well and good. You are welcome. No problem. You can go in different things. So what is the use of this? This you people can understand while solving the questions. Right now, people may feel this is a vague discussion. Later, you are saving some time and you are finding the logic only with this. RI as Railway Inspector, you can remember. IR as Indian Railways. JQ, Jack and Queen. JQ, Jack and Queen. KP, Kings 11 Punjab. Okay. And previously, Kings 11 Punjab, last year onwards, they changed the name as Punjab Kings. PK in that way. Are different things you people may have, but this is the global thing. Okay, Kings 11 Punjab, now it is Punjab Kings, they changed it. Right. OL, Ola OLX. LO already we discussed in that pair. Okay, one pair if you break up from that, so LO is one pair. Finally, NM, Narendra Modi ji, MN, man, okay, again this side they'll feel, Mango. Better. Okay, NM Narendra Modi sir. So this is regarding opposite pairs. Total opposite pairs are this only. So what we discussed so far? Forward code, how to remember, reverse code, then opposite pairs. This half an hour discussion now I want to conclude only in 2 minutes with the table which is already given for you. In the table, all three covered actually, if you see. I given one table. Those who are saying, sir, I am not able to remember in this fashion, this is not my cup of tea. Well and good, no problem. The alternative is, please write the table in the given fashion only, A to Z. Don't write A to Z all in horizontal. Okay, even though space is there, write up to M and write reverse like this. The table which we given and not given in one row. What we did up to M in one row, other one N to Z. Now see the advantage. Here forward code already there, right? Reverse code, U near value 21 is forward code, 6 is reverse code for that. In that column other value is reverse code. G, in this column, what are the values available? 7 is forward code, other value 20 is reverse code. Okay, if you write in this fashion, then that's the advantage. K forward code is 11, reverse code 16. So forward code, reverse both covered. Can you say what is X reverse code? X reverse code value 3. In that column, what is the other value? X 24. The other value is 3. 3 is reverse code. Forward code covered. Reverse code covered. What is the other one we discussed? That column is opposite pair only. First column is what? AZ. Top to bottom. Bottom to top. ZA. That is one opposite pair. Right? So every column is one opposite pair. What is this fourth column? DW or WD. That's one opposite pair. All three covered in one table. But only when after M, cut down and write it in reverse, N to Z. In the below row. If you write it in single, waste of time. Again, you have to write reverse code one more. Okay, then you have to club it. That's waste. If you write it in this given fashion, that's why wantedly I given in that way. Okay, but when you are solving the questions, you are recommended not to see this table. Okay, if you are maybe not attend this class or maybe, okay, if you're not able to find, okay, but I strongly recommend to do the questions better and better. If people are going with the remembering the values is always good. Sir, you said something required for coding. Listen, my dear friend, okay, they may tell the name Hemant, right? How they ask in programming, I want to tell you. If you people are, okay, fascinated regarding programming, you start write programming for this. Suppose my name is Hemant, right? So if I give the name Hemant for your program should display the value. What value, sir? H value 8, right? E value 5 in the word Hemant. H is 8, E is 5, M is 13, A is 1, N is 14, T is 20, H is 8. Your program should give the value output of sum of all this into single digit. Let's say sum of all my values 43. What is 4 plus 3? That is my lucky number. That's why if you see morning when you wake up and open the news channel, they'll ask your name and they'll say the lucky number. This is how they'll do. They'll assign the value for each letter. They'll do the summation. Let's say the summation is 45. 4 plus 5 is 9. So your lucky number 9. Okay, that's how they'll do. So your program should generate lucky number for me. Some people use paper and pen in that news channel. Some people use system. Those who are writing using system, they already have a program. They'll type your name, enter. The program is giving the value. It will do enter. Some people, though, they write it on paper. They'll assign like this H8, E5. They'll do summation. They'll convert into single digit. So you think about, you know input, you know output now. For your name also, for any one name. Okay, name is given, your program should display the output as a single digit. If it is 2-digit number, you should convert into single digit. Right? Doing on paper is okay. Giving this instruction to system is difficult. Getting the output from the system is difficult. It's very silly if I say 23, 2 plus 3, 5 for you. But program, how you got the 2 outside? How you got the 3 outside? Okay, how the program should do the 2 plus 3 is not an easy task. If you want that input, we'll discuss that in the next class. What's the logic behind that 23, how it can take 2 plus 3, all those things, okay? Fine. So next class, make sure you everyone, only very single digit people not having booklet, make sure you have a booklet. And still, if you have any doubts, get it clarified before leaving the session.